So the summary of the last chapter of Gintama, we get like more comedy in this chapter, and I've never thought that we would go back into some comedy, or unless we go to like a comedy arc and then go back to a serious point. But we got some comedy in this chapter with Gintoki. He had this like nightmare with like seeing Utsuro / Yoshida, which we don't know who the identity of that is. And he starts waking up on top of Elizabeth junk and just kicking whatever it is out of there. And I'm pretty sure Elizabeth's the dude. We all know who Elizabeth is. But Kagura and Senpachi were passing out. Yorozura adds out to everyone, and they get this like funny picture of like Gintoki this with a cake and this like that, and it was funny. Like I'm putting that as a thumbnail on this chapter review, even though there's like 2 chapters of this. And Nobume is asking for a job because Utsuro / Yoshida is out there and they need to go hunt him down. And at the end of the chapter, we see Matako just shooting around at them, and it ends it there. Now on to this week's chapter of Gintama. In this chapter of Gintama, we get comedy again in the beginning with like Shinpachi saying like, "That's Mako," which in that term Mako means vagina, and I was like now this is like one of the reasons why I love Gintama so much, because they can break the rules of what Shonen Jump has, because usually in Shonen Jump they can't like say stuff like that, but they can get away with this. This is why I love this series so much. It is not afraid to square out like general names and break the fourth wall. That is not afraid to do that. We get in the chapter with like Kagura saying, "What's up with the whole censoring?" You guys remember from the Shogun arc, Takasuki got impaled by Oboro, and he's now in a coma right now. Like, right, we were still trying to figure out what's going on with him. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna live through this coma? And he goes missing. Like, we don't know where he's at. Like, we don't know where he's at. These space pirates, they start attacking their ship, and and he disappears. Also in this chapter, we see Kagura's brother, and we also see another family member of Kagura. We see Umibozo, aka Baldie, back, and I'm like, man, when was the last time we seen him? Like the Santa Claus arc? We can give some information that Baldie is actually part of a crime syndicate, and we're all like, why would he do this? So we still need to know why he's in this crime syndicate, and maybe it's for like infiltrating something, maybe going undercover. But right now he's like one of the enemies right now. Like I can see it like this. I can see like Kagura versus Umibozo like in the near future, like saying, "Why are you doing this, father?" And that kind of stuff. Like, this is why I love Gintama, because even though that it's comedy, it knows how to bring out surprises like this. Like, this is why I love this series. And now Nobume saying like, we need to stop Utsuro / Yoshida, because the only why I say that is because we still don't know if this is Yoshida or it's like Utsuro, but with like same the resemblance of him, but like with longer hair, which I just realized from doing a couple of chapters of recapping from Gintama. And now they got to gather up the disciples of Yoshida. That means Zura, Gintoki, Takasuki, they all need to team up. They need to gather up the rest of the disciples, which I look on this on the panel. There are, including them, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, and that means they have to go find 5 of the other characters. Like, I'm hyped up to see if they're gonna gather the disciples. Then I want to see the rest of the characters. Like, what are they like? What are their personalities? Are they evil like Takasuki, kinda, or are they like good like Gintoki, or are they do their own other stuff? Because it looks like right here they got like 3 dudes and 2 girls in the mix, so they got to go find them and take down Utsuro once and for all. So that means they're going back into space. Like, when was the last time when we were up in space in Gintama? Like, wasn't it like it's been a while since I caught up to Gintama. Wasn't it like the arc when they were about to go rescue Elizabeth from all the rest of the clan of Elizabeths, and they had to dress up like them. That was like one of my favorite comedy arcs there. But also I wanted to point out that in the panels, Like when you see Utsuro, it kind of looks like they're like building the Death Star, and I'm like, oh man, they're going Star Wars again like this. I can see the creator Gintama must have been a really big fan of Star Wars. Hey, no lie, I'm a big fan of Star Wars too. My dad's a big fan of Star Wars. I can't wait for that upcoming movie. Overall, the last chapter, I'll have to give that 8 out of 10. But this chapter, I gotta give it a 9 out of 10 because it's great to see Kamui back, Takasuki, kind of. And, you know, they need to gather up the disciples, which I'm hyped up to see if it will happen, if it won't happen. But I want to see the rest of the disciples, like, what are they like? So that's it for me. If you like what I have to say, then drop me a like. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. I'll see you guys next time. And everyone needs to read Gintama. Gintama has some pretty good serious arcs. It's not just comedy. Later.